Hello!
Hello! I'm Christine, and today I'm here with my brother and my mother, who are visiting me in the Los Angeles, and we're going to be playing a game. I've seen this game before on Raylene and Reagan's channel. We take two people who know nothing really about YA books, show them the book, and they let us know what they think the plot to this book is. Whoever has the most points at the end wins.
What do I win?
Yay! Honor.
Oh, honor.
And respect.
From who?
Me. Don't you want my honor?
No!
I'm supposed to get that already.
Anyway.
You were going to that.
Today we're going to start with this baby. It's called Rebel Belle.
Alright, so there's a group of rebels, and whenever they want to gather together, they ring the bell, then they form an army to fight.
It's like the American Revolution.
Yeah, they ring a bell, they go, Rebel! And then they fight the bad guys.
I think it's about a woman.
We can't read the back.
Yeah, I get that part. About a woman who stands up for her rights and wants to be independent on all aspects of her life.
Is that your
Oh,
final?
look, there's a knife here. This is some serious rebel stuff, though. Maybe there is some fighting in there. Does she have supernatural powers or something like a lot of your books?
Okay. This girl, she gets these powers.
So it's Carrie.
Look, natural, I say
It's supernatural powers. It's like
Carrie
really
is like
Spider-Man powers.
Young woman.
Yeah, I think I'll give the point to Mom on this one.
Mine was close.
All right. That's mine.
Ding, 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 rebels!
The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan.
Alright, so this one's about a hero who gets lost. This is a Percy Jackson one? No, it's a spin-off of the Percy Jackson. It's the Hero's Olympus. So they go looking for a hero who is lost to find him on this giant mechanical dragon that shoots cannons, and they fight like monsters and stuff in the sky, and they save him at the end.
I think it's about a young man who goes to search for his friends who are lost in this city where there's dragons.
I'm gonna have to give the point to Paul.
Yes!
It is a Percy Jackson spin-off. Percy is lost, and they're looking for Percy. And it is a mechanical dragon that they fight monsters on.
That's awesome. That would be cool to make a movie out of. Maybe in another 20 years.
So it's 1-1. Next we have Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas.
There's definitely a throne of glass. So there's like this whole glass town, and there's King of Glassland. There's this land made of glass. They're trying to defend it from non-glass land.
Rockland.
Yeah, Rockland. And and they have a huge epic battle, and there's like a princess in it somewhere, and she's the main character, and she sides with Glassland instead of Rockland, and Glassland wins in the end.
I think that maybe she is a princess. She's badass, though. She's got the dagger on her arm. The throne was someone who's very emotionally fragile. She doesn't look very fragile.
Going for the metaphorical approach.
With the dagger on her arm. And maybe her parents are the king and queen, and she's the fragile princess.
That's what a princess is.
Who's trying to become, who has to be a badass because she is a princess. There's some romance involved in the story. Trying to save her kingdom.
There is a glass castle that this king lives in, but the king's having this contest to be his assassin.
Oh, that's so cool.
She
auditions?
She's in the contest. This is a series, and all in all, I'm gonna have to go with you get the point for this one.
How?
I can't tell you because it spoils it for people.
Glassland?
You guys should get this one. I don't know if you will.
I should be getting it.
Because I've talked about it so much. The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys.
As I say, this is about some
Dark minds.
dark people who are dangerous.
Gotta be a little more
They're
specific.
Dangerous people, and they're not nice. Oh, could they be possessed, perhaps, by the devil or? She's such a sweet girl, that Alexandra Bracken. I don't know.
Alright, so there's some dark minds and people that are like, they think of really bad stuff and they write it in this book, and whenever they do, it comes true, and they try to take over the world.
This is another episode of The Twilight Zone. I don't even think anybody gets this one.
Okay.
You're both so vaguely far off. It's kids with supernatural powers. If anyone had said that, he would have gotten the point.
How are we supposed to know that?
I don't know. Maybe I've talked about it so many times
I didn't
and
put on
nobody ever
deodorant
listens. Wow. If you don't get this one, it's going to be sad. City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I will be ashamed if neither of these humans get it.
Alright.
Okay, who wants to go
We
first?
know, we've heard City Bones, City Bones, City Bones, Cassandra Clare a million times. I watched the video, I know, but I don't know what the book is
Well,
about. I can only
you
take a
also
guess.
saw the movie, Mother.
I didn't
I
see
did?
the movie.
No, but I told you about it.
What movie?
When did I see
I never
City of
saw the
Bones?
movie.
You went with me to the 12 o'clock p.m. show when I got back from London.
Oh, I never saw it
When
though.
was that?
It was in 2013.
That was 2 years ago.
Okay.
I can't. You can remember a movie Jaws from 40 years ago, and you can't remember that from 2 years ago.
Let me see. This is when the couple. Oh, the mother is part of this world, and the daughter has the powers, but she doesn't know she has the powers. And the mother's boyfriend is also a part of the world. I'm right? Yes, I am right. And the bad animal people come to try and get her, and they're chasing her all over. And they try and take the mother back, and they're in this house.
This house.
She has to go into this pool of
Alright, I want to
wait,
go.
I'm trying to think how it ends. Oh, and her friend, who's her best friend, is like really likes her romantically, and she doesn't realize it until the very end of the movie. See, I know this part.
Alright, so there is a girl who has superpowers, and there's a city of bones, and there's a the female character that has superpowers, like all these books, and
Not all of them.
yes, all of them. Nobody can see the shadow hunters, but she can, so she becomes a shadow hunter to fight the demons in the shadow world, but nobody can see them besides her and the other shadow hunters.
I think Mom has to get that point because you're
You're in another book.
But
No, he's just not as on point.
But I didn't get to
as you're
see the
saying.
movie, so I can't describe every scene for scene, like Mom can. So they were in this
Like,
house,
you
then they were in
have
this
the
house, then they're on the
idea.
river, then they're in the pool, then everything. Like, I didn't see the movie.
Well, I think Mom gets it though.
Okay, yeah, because she's seen the movie. That's probably why.
Yeah, that's why.
We have The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey.
Is this one with the aliens?
Yeah, I don't think it has to do with
Alright, so there's these aliens, and they're gonna drop a giant rock from space, and it goes like a million miles per hour, and it's gonna create a giant wave, right? But they're trying to figure out a way to fight the aliens, and there's ways that they could see the aliens with these glasses, but the aliens are trying to make the people use the glasses to fight the humans, and there's a huge war that goes on with the aliens, and the aliens are trying to wipe out all the humans.
Okay.
There's not just 5 waves that hit a town, and that's the end of the
Alright, I'll just have to say it's something destructing the entire city.
So, Paulie gets this point.
Yeah.
He didn't remember like the overarching everything, but he remembered like weird specific details that I told
Yeah,
him
you told me.
in different orders. They happened. Cinder by Melissa Meyer.
I think this is about clearly a Cinderella character type of woman who comes from poor family and comes up in the world to be a sophisticated, intelligent, confident woman.
That's just your go-to.
I like that one.
So the Terminator comes back, and there's someone he has to kill, but it's a girl Terminator. Someone she has to kill, but he works at this ball, right? So she has to dress up and become friends with him in the ball so she can kill him. She
You
turns
always go to
out,
violence.
but then she finds out that she loves him, and she
She
decides.
finds out that she loves
Yeah,
him.
she
she
realizes.
but then she decides not to kill him, and she pretends to be a human instead of a Terminator, and that's how
So
the
a
story ends.
Terminator love story.
Yes, that's what it is.
I don't
Look,
think
it's
anyone's gonna
it's
get this one.
cybernetic organism living beneath human tissue.
I think Mom wins this one.
Look, all she
like
said
that
was
too.
it's an independent woman. She
No.
created no story.
She said it was a
Listen.
Cinderella story, and it is based off of Cinderella, but it's different. It's like a warped version of it.
Beneath
She's a
human
cyborg,
tissue.
so it's in the future when, like, if something happens to your limbs, we have the technology to, like, use robotic parts. She has robotic parts, but people who have robotic parts are kind of discriminated against. There is a prince, and there's stuff like that.
Thank you. 4-2.
But
Just saying.
You mentioned the cybernetic organism.
Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Lainey Taylor.
Alright, so there's this guy who is really heavy on drugs back in the day, and he has this daughter. It's really sad that she came out like kind of deformed because her father
Deep,
was
sad story.
yeah, her father was like really heavy smoker, like crack and stuff. But then she grows up to want to be a dancer, and she wants to be like really strong, independent woman, confident, independent
You're using
woman.
my go-to.
And she has superpowers, and she wants to be independent and a dancer, even though her dad, she's a crack baby. That's the story.
That's the plot to your next Oscar-winning film.
I believe you're right about the whole masquerade thing. Maybe she's.
I never said anything about a masquerade.
I think
I
she's
believe
deformed.
you're right.
I think maybe she is deformed. But yes, there's like a smoke screen, and she tries not to let people know that there's something wrong with her. You won't want to put it down.
I want to put it.
Alright,
well,
could
that's
she be a
her
witch?
show. She's a witch.
She must be a witch.
She has superpowers.
She
She's
must
a
be
dancer.
She makes
She's
her
a
look
strong,
like she's
confident,
somebody
independent
that,
woman.
Alright, I don't know this one. I don't know.
Do I win?
Wait a minute. Wait till her description goes.
She just said everything she says every time. She's an independent woman.
I didn't
She
say
reads the
anything like
title.
that.
She reads
I
the
did
description,
not say
says the
that.
author, and then you give her the point.
Number one, I didn't say the author. I didn't say anything about an independent
Say,
woman.
I
said somebody who's
Smoke and
deformed.
Bone. Yeah, Smoke and Bone.
So
Oh, and also she's an independent woman.
I said nothing about this one.
Listen, so it's about this girl, and she doesn't have any parents, and her parents are like from another dimension. They're like demons, and then there's angels.
Yeah.
She finds out she's like a human, but like she's actually not.
She's not really what she appears to be.
Well,
I
mine,
kind of alluded
mine
to
was
that.
kind of
I
like
alluded to
more
that.
good.
I don't know if either of you
It's
get
like a
it.
smoke screen.
Like there was nothing that I had to do.
Hey, I said a smoke screen. She's not.
I
she
said
appears to be.
that her dad smoked a lot.
Is this a new one? Ruby, you think everyone is new?
I feel like I haven't heard you talk about.
I've talked about
recently.
this for a long time.
So there's this girl named Ruby Red, and when she was a kid, she accidentally ate a ruby, and she got superpowers, and she has like the power to like shoot fire and stuff. And she grows up, and she becomes an independent woman, and then there's a bunch of demons all over the place. So she says, "I'm gonna start a demon fighting organization called the Ruby Reds," and she kills all the demons, and she becomes an independent woman in the end of the story. That's the plot of the movie, the book.
All right, I think that she is part of a family. Her parents, she lives with them, and there's some bad people in town, and there's a ball involved, perhaps. A special big party. The bad people are there as well.
So there's bad people, and she fights against
What's
them.
the Ruby Red reference to? Her dress? You know, like.
I think that's her name. Her name is Ruby.
I know
Red.
that's what you think. Her name is Red.
I know that's what you think.
I think she has some supernatural power, obviously.
No one paid attention to this.
Clock?
Does that make you think any differently?
No. All right. Well,
It's a time
at least
period,
I actually.
obviously. Timepiece. You can see that just from the medallion.
I actually
that
gave a
she's in.
story. Mom just goes, so there's bad guys, there's a protagonist, there's an antagonist. She's probably the
Okay, but it's not the
protagonist.
right story.
I don't know if it's like
Maybe I'm just
she's
doing
more
it this more-
vaguely
I'm more general.
specific.
Yeah, but I actually give a story every time.
Yeah,
So
but
you,
I
then
like
you're
your
taking your
story.
chances, sweetheart. You're taking
Like,
your chances.
you know, I don't even care anymore. You can just give it a point. I'm just having fun with this for now.
Yes, you have very nice stories.
There's a plot. There's a bad guy.
Her name isn't Ruby or Red.
Her
Her name
red
is
dress.
Gwyneth. No.
Oh yeah, because we could guess that. Gwyneth.
No, but she's a time traveler.
Okay. All right. Next book. Just
My
pick.
mom gets the point. I think she
All right.
does.
I don't care. Just give me the next book.
And
She has a
go
family.
to a book.
She goes to a ball. Thank you very much.
She has family.
She went to a ball. That was very specific.
All right. Next book.
I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson.
Okay. So there's a time traveler. A girl that likes the sun, but on her planet there's no sun. So, she grows superpowers and
Gross.
she becomes independent and defines a device that can make the sun come to her planet. And there's demons that she fights, and she gives the son to her daughter.
I think this is more of a romance. It's about a young man, a young woman, and I think she's not well. She has some type of disease, and he's trying to prove to her that he loves her. And she doesn't want him to because she's going to die because she has the disease.
This is the Fault in Our
See, I'm trying to be more
Stars.
The Fault in Our Stars.
This is a story about a brother and a sister who are twins.
Oh, I guess I'm wrong.
I think nobody gets that point.
No, I don't think anybody does.
You had it for a second when you were like, a girl and a boy. I was like... John Green's Paper Towns.
Oh.
There is paper in a town about a map, and no, not Paper Town. Not made out of paper. not a town made out of paper. Alright, well there's definitely either a disease, demons, superpowers, or with an independent woman somewhere in there. They're trying to
use your brain.
Alright, fine. There's a map, and they're trying to find somebody, so they put a tack on the map to go look for them, and then at the end they find them.
It's obviously about a town.
Made out of paper.
And the people in the town. Perhaps there's something...
The people.
Yeah, it's about the town, the community.
Yeah, it's about a town. You better not give her the point.
And there must be struggling with some type of... something that's happening to the town. Maybe it's...
paper.
Maybe it's some disease that's taking over the town or killing all the crops. Perhaps that's
It's a disease?
Killing
I
all
knew
the-
it! Oh,
The
no.
point goes to Paul for this one.
Yes.
Good job. Because it is
Yeah.
about finding someone who kind of runs away and they use a map.
Yeah, I knew it!
You have Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson.
So it's a girl. She looks like she doesn't have any parents, so she's independent. She's a badass. You can tell by the dagger she has in her hand. So she kills people, and she's like a thief. She runs through the city, and she's really good at what she does. So she is,
Okay.
Mistborn.
I'll go with that orphan thing. And she's just fighting for her life. Oh, for 1,000 years. Oh, they must have special power as well.
Paul gets this point.
Yeah.
You got a pretty... She is a thief. She is really badass. She does hide in the streets. She is an orphan. Next, we have Bloodlines by
Wait,
Shawnee.
this was the second one.
So there are vampires, because you can tell by the Bloodlines things, and one of them is a girl, and she is the protagonist, and she has superpowers, and she's in a romance with her vampire boyfriend, but they can't be together because they're part of two different bloodlines. One is like purebred vampire, and one's like half vampire, and they have their vampire superpowers, and it's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet thing.
How could they have such rosy cheeks if they're vampires? Maybe
They
they're
do.
wolves, too. And they're trying to live in the town of humans.
Paul gets this one too.
Yeah.
Five.
It is like a Romeo and Juliet story. She does have a vampire boyfriend. She is not allowed to see him.
Oh, wait, she's not a vampire. That's why she's got
She's
rosy
not a
cheeks.
vampire.
Thank you. Hence the
She's an
rosy
alchemist, though.
See?
She does have
I'm paying
special
attention to
powers. The Elite, which is actually the second book in the series, and the first one's called The Selection, so just so you know.
In the beginning, there was a selection, and they're trying to pick the best independent woman to be the elite. They go through like trials and stuff, and she wins in the first book. But now she's the elite.
The elite.
Yeah, we know the title.
So she's trying to be a part of the wealthy, very wealthy family that takes in a group of girls. Oh, maybe to work at the palace.
You're so slow.
Oh, maybe it's like a Cinderella story where there's someone that gets to choose to be part of the elite family, and she wants to be one of them.
I think it's more of a Little Mermaid story.
So what there was a selection, and there were
I knew
trials,
it.
and she had to go through, and she did make it to the next round.
Yes!
I think you got that one.
Yeah!
It's a tie. This is cray cray.
I think that we should end it on a tie.
You can't
No,
end
we
it on a
cannot
tie.
end
We
it
can't
on a
tie right
tie.
here.
It's always nice to end on a tie. Isn't it?
No.
Amy and Roger's Epic Detour. Who wants to go first?
A young couple goes on a road trip. They come across seedy people. Somebody gets hurt. They are chased by them. They try and get away.
Alright, so obviously Amy and Roger are boyfriend and girlfriend or some sort of liking each other. They're supposed to get somewhere, right? But they go on a detour and because they want to have fun before they get there. And they do a bunch of crazy stuff that they never thought they would get to do. Then they made it back and they get married or something.
I think Paul was closer on this.
Yeah.
Somebody definitely gets
Listen
hurt.
to what it actually is, okay? This girl, dad just died, and her brother's in rehab on the other coast, and her mom's moving them to the other coast. And everyone's already moved except for her, and she has to drive the car across. Like, her mom's friend has a son that has to go across, but they have them road trip together, so she doesn't know him.
They're not married or have
No,
a
but he
relationship.
said like kind of like each other, and you said that they were already a couple, and they do have a time they're supposed to be there, and they do detour because they want to have more fun because their mom set up like a really structured trip across the country for them.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a close race, guys.
Oh, I win. Oh, I win. Oh.
Good work. That was fun. Thanks for watching. I'm Christine.
I'm Paul.
I'm Mom.
I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. How many books are we doing?
Oh. Oh.
I'm still winning. What are you doing?
I'm just singing a song. I never said I'm winning. I'm winning.
You're not winning yet.
I never said I was. I was just singing a song.
Why are you so excited?
I'll be back.
It sounds more like a triumphant. Yeah.
Uh.